Who are my angels? Like many life threatening impacts, cancer has changed how I see the world. It has changed my spiritual side. It has impacted my family and friends. I never knew how much I may impact someone else's life until now. I want to help make everyone feel this. Angels are not meant to be perfect. Angels are everywhere. They are our friends, long lost relatives, strangers, our enemies, well, again, our enemies, neighbors, even maybe animals. Whatever angels we may have, we may never know. But I do love asking the question, who are my angels? Cancer has changed my life. When I was diagnosed with stage 3C colorectal cancer, I had just turned 41 years young. Yeah, 41 years young. A couple months prior, my son just turned 4 years old. My wife and I been married 11 years. I just entered my 14th year in the U.S. Coast Guard. I own two small businesses. One of those which I'll talk about another time, but one of those which I had to close, and never really had any major medical or injuries in my life. But it is scary to think that any person from the outside may look like they have the most incredible life. But on the inside, if their mind tells them they are worthless and not worthy of living, that person can potentially die much quicker than someone with cancer or any other major illness, right? Now, throw a cancer diagnosis into someone's life, and the road to survival gets much more complicated, and it takes a team of angels to save a life. It is hard work to maintain a positive outlook. It is hard work to smile every single day. It is hard work to pick up a phone and call a loved one because you might inconvenience them. None of this is easy, but it can be easier. So join me and let us save as many lives as we can. I seriously cannot even believe at 41 years old, I'm a 41-year-old man walking into a doctor's office, and all of a sudden they're asking me about stool. What the hell is stool, and who calls it stool? Anybody? Anybody? I don't know. But then you're talking to one person or talking to a group of other people, and you don't know whether to call poop, stool, crap, shit. I don't even know. But, you know, all I gotta say is, how is your stool today? Have you been checking your stool? If you haven't, you better check that stool out. And the real and unfortunate truth is everybody carries around a little bag of their own stool. And yeah, even angels poop. But walking. Let me talk about walking for just a minute. Walking is such a simple activity, an activity that we often take for granted, an activity that most people do not think much about, an activity that only requires a little bit of effort. One foot in front of the other. That is kind of how I approached my cancer battle. Walking created a pathway. I have always been able to create my own paths. I do see the world differently. I know I do. But when God spoke to me and showed me what He had planned for me, I almost died. Literally. Cancer is all about the small victories. So I did quite a bit of walking. I've always actually enjoyed walking. I actually have the nickname Nomad given to me by fellow coasties because of my walking. Little did I know, full circle, that one day that walking would turn into something that saves my life. And all I can think is that during this cancer fight that I've been going through, I get out and I try to walk as much as I can. And, I talk to myself a lot on these walks. And it could rain, it could snow, it could be night, morning, day, hot, cold, doesn't matter. I'm usually walking at least once a day. That was my goal, and it's always been my goal. And I think it's even funnier because all I can think is that when I'm walking around my neighborhood at night, 10 p.m., 10:30, 12, doesn't really matter. I know my neighbors' Ring doorbells are going off on a nightly basis. And guess what? I think it's freaking hilarious because they are probably like, who is this crazy man walking around our neighborhood at night? Hey, it's me. And guess what? I'm fighting cancer, so leave me alone. And on top of that, I will make sure if I see anything suspicious, it gets handled. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what I mean. But whatever you can find that helps make each day just a little bit better. Walking, yoga, meditation, daily devotional, all the above. Listening to music. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, those are the key components that you've got to find to get through a cancer diagnosis. But overall, a lot of people don't know this. But I found out August 25th, 2022, that there was a mass in my colon. And today, I stand here honored and blessed. Truly, 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 truly blessed to say that I am cancer free. A survivor. Tuesday, June 6th was my ileostomy reversal. So, finish line, here I come. So essentially, I went from the end of August 2022 to what is now June 2023. And at some point, after I found out I was stage 3C, at some point in my darkest, hardest, saddest moments, I was saved. And I was saved. That's all I can say. You'll find out more of my story. Stay tuned. I've got more to help people out. But I gotta ask my questions. Who are my angels? Who are your angels? Who are our angels? Amen. God bless. This is Rob Dorchak, aka Nomad Souls.